Do you know what it feels like when you finally when you finally feel like you belong, like you're actually here for a reason? I was misdiagnosed with two diseases, MS and NMO. I was overdosed with chemo, and then I was put on 13 prescriptions, honestly, at the same time. The normal protocol was chemo, but they decided to give me extra, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I was misdiagnosed. I sued them all. I had to become like an overnight attorney. And I closed all those cases in the middle of the pandemic by myself, then had law firms, the over 100 of them, coming to me asking me how I did that when they wouldn't even take my case in the first place for three main reasons. Anyway, the whole story, all of the doctors' names legally can be stated, and they're all on my podcast. It's called the Kellyanne Cares Podcast. It wasn't until after I wrapped those cases, and I have crazy PTSD still, but like we're going through the pandemic. I found out I was misdiagnosed. Then we went through the pandemic. I was in the middle of the legal cases, not one, not two, but 6 of them. Okay. Because you have to go to all independent parties when you represent yourself. And then when I finally finished after the 18 months, I wrote my book, Everything is Messy. And in the beginning, I wanted to write a cookbook. So I started sharing my recipes. That's why it now is a 2-in-1. I'm going to show you my original copy. It's filthy, and I love it because this is my very first one I got. There's some others. It wasn't until I went to the beach each and every single day where I wrote every single morning for hours. I finished writing this book in a week after I realized, okay, I can't just do a cookbook because all these stories were coming out of me, reminding me of like why I created these veggie burgers, why I have these healthy treats and dessert. Then I would just remember stories of like being sick and how I got out of it. And people are always asking me like, how do you do what you do? I put my head down and I get to work. You can have anything out of life that you want. You have to want it that bad. You have to sacrifice. I cannot even tell you the amount of sacrifice I have had in my life that I've personally done since 2017. Still to this day, as I am healing, as I'm growing my brand, as I'm like helping more business owners, like writing my book is what helped heal me and what made me feel like this is where I need to be. This is where I belong. And then when I started hashtag Q4 Push Community 9 weeks ago, tomorrow is going to be 9 weeks, helping all these other mostly women and some men level up and like just feel good. Like this algorithm is like sucking us apart. It's like if we have one thing together, it's this positive and uplifting community, right? And I have my own community with my show and everything I've built, my entire brand on the internet. Everything can go away. Everything can go away like this. Instagram can go away. TikTok can go away. The only thing you have is what you've built and what you own and what is yours. That is when I feel my best. That is when I know that I belong, that I'm doing what's right, that I know that waking up every morning, I have a purpose and I have a passion. And I guess, I hate saying like this happened for a reason, but like, then I was like, okay, so should I go be like represent other patients now? Should I like become an attorney like for them? And that was a thought in my mind for a little bit, but I knew my bigger purpose and what made me feel the best is helping others get organized so that they can become the most productive versions of themselves, whether that's personally or professionally. Because the amount of organization I had with these legal cases, with my medical records, people hired me after the fact to consult for them for their own damn cases of being misdiagnosed. Many people hired me for thousands of dollars just to organize them, not represent them, just organize them. If you are organized in your own way, you can fucking do anything. You can make yourself feel like $1 million because in your mind, you're like, this is it. This is what I want. I want more out of life. And if you get a second chance at life like I did, I'm so fucking lucky that I did because I'm talking to you right now. I cannot even tell you the amount of times I was hooked up to machines thinking, this is it. Good thing I had all my legal documents in order so my friend can close my business for me. Oh my God, why am I getting emotional? So that she can, call relatives that I actually had at that time in my life and tell them like, no, she's no longer here, and call my friends. And I had like a list of every legal document she would have to take care of, whether it was personally or professionally. And even with that, and still, like, I've just always been organized, but that made me organized to another level. Being an attorney for 18 months out of my life was like out of control. Anyway, not to go on a rant about that, because I do get fired up still. The whole story's on my podcast, but I just think it's so important. Like, everyone right now is broke. Everybody I know is spending money, but people are paying me to help them January 5th. And I am so honored. I am so grateful. And you have to invest in yourself in order to make more money. I have been putting out free content for more than a decade on every single social media platform for the last 7 years on my podcast. I know what it's like to have no money. I know. Like, people think like, oh my God, you made $1 million from your legal cases. I didn't make one penny. Not one penny. I chose to walk away so that I could say their names and help other patients. And to this day, I have helped save the lives of thousands of patients, to the one neurologist in particular, more than 1,000. And I have messages and receipts of proof. Can you believe that? I'm not a millionaire, although that would have been nice. It really would have been nice. I could have been in Tahiti writing my books, but whatever I went through in my life got me here, and now I'm here with you. So whatever happens to TikTok, whatever happens to social media, you have to own your own shit. You have to have an email list. You have to have everything organized online in papers and notebooks and planners. Like, you've got to be prepared. The pandemic didn't teach you anything. Now is the time to pivot and rethink literally everything. And so on January 5th, 2025, New Year, New Push is happening. And if you made it this far, this video is 7 minutes. Thank you. Now you know a little bit more about me. But if you've made it this far, I want you to know that you deserve more. Everybody deserves more. I never thought I deserved more. I'm like, this is why I'm dying, because I did shitty things. And, no, that's not right. I deserve so much more. And I got a second chance at life so I can help more of you, to help you watching at 7 minutes and 20 seconds. So anyway, New Year, New Push is all about getting you organized to become the most productive version of yourself, personally and professionally, with your mind, your body, your business, your life, your relationships. We're going through it all. But more importantly, we're having a fucking party. We are celebrating our wins. We're celebrating our losses. And we're going to fucking do it together. And I'm throwing a big ass party. And I'm going to try to bring in some brands that we all love too. Because why not? When I released my book, do you know what I did with my pre-sale orders? I sent them a whole package of self-care items. I partnered with all these brands, all my favorite companies, like my Backblaze, Blackwing pencils that I write all my books with. These, there's one in front of me right now. K-Bella masks, the #1 mask sold in Target. They sent me 1,000 of them, and all these other brands. I partnered with them, so everybody that pre-saled my book 4 years ago, in the middle of the pandemic, that gave me money to purchase a book, I sent them care packages because I was like, this is what you need when you read my book. Anyway, this is also on sale, but you get it for free when you join New Year, New Push. So it's $67 right now, the pre-sale, but it goes up tomorrow to $97. If you want to be inspired, if you want to be motivated, if you want to kick the shit out of 2025 and make a shit ton of money with me, then this is the time that you sign up. You've made it to this end of the video. It's 8 minutes and 49 seconds. Now is the time that you jump. If you need a payment plan, just message me. It's totally fine. Just let me know. But it's $67 tonight, $97 tomorrow until January 5th. So get in at the pre-sale pricing. I'm trying so hard to talk with my left hand because my nail's missing. Okay, fine. Here it is. But I'm super proud of what I'm putting together. It's a complete masterclass / huge party. And I'm about to do a video of everybody that signed up. I'm about to line an entire wall of Post-its with their names because I'm a big manifesting and visualizer. And I talk a lot about that in my book. And you're getting over $6,000 worth of tools. I'll do a video on this next for free. Literally giving you everything I've created for free if you just sign up for yourself. If you just do something, if you just invest in yourself today, that's the only thing you need to worry about. I'm going to show you the rest. That's it. So the link is in my bio. New Year, New Push 2025. Sign up today. You're going to love it.